This is Charlie's going out to Livelife 8072. And me and Livelife are going to go at it again because he's made several claims that he can't back up over the last couple of days. Which is that all Christians everywhere, and yes Joe, you did make that claim, are bad for their societies they're in, are detrimental to society. Now, he can't back that up with anything like, evidence. So, he says it to the people at him who won't call him out on this thing. I will. You see, Joe, how am I, as a Christian, detrimental to my society? How's Tim detrimental to society? Is it the guy, the truck driver? He truck drives for if he wants to believe in God, let him. He's a truck driver. I hardly think he's going to be saving Congress or saving policy based upon what he believes. He's a truck driver. People like the Soil and Russian Roundtable, how they detrimental to their society, to their communities. Michael works for a logistics company, I think, and I know what the Soil does, but I'm not going to discuss it here because he's asked me not to. But I do know he works. He's in management somewhere. So, how are we, as Christians, detrimental to the society we're in? How do you know what we're positive or how do you know what we're negative? Is it because we're Christian? How is that not bigoted? How is that any more bigoted than if I said that you as an atheist are detrimental to society? I wouldn't say such things because, again, Joe, it's not because you're an atheist that you're detrimental, it's because you're a bigot. And all bigots are detrimental to society because they get in their identification between groups that disagree. That includes atheists and theists. That includes people on the left and the right. That includes people of differing football teams. It doesn't matter. You're a bigot, and that's all we need to know. And the fact is that you have no knowledge of what you're talking about, of Christianity, of Islam and Judaism at all. I've heard you make claims that very few Christians would actually agree with. You've made claims about Islam that aren't true. You made claims about Judaism that aren't true. And I find you a very bigoted individual when it comes to your atheism and religion. This wouldn't. And I find the idea that it's okay to make fun of somebody because they think differently than me to be grotesque. I find it as grotesque as laughing at somebody for being a different skin colour or being gay or being fatter than you are or pick something. The thing is that people are allowed to think differently than you, and yeah, you could critique them, but you shouldn't laugh at them because you should want to be treated the same. Treat the people the same way they want to be treated with you. And the golden rule is not all part of Christianity, it's a part of pretty much every human society. Because it says that if we're not dicks to each other, we can actually be civil for once. So I challenge you, Joe, to debate on this subject. If you think you can prove that I or any other Christian are a detriment to our society, I'd like you to back up that claim. Again, and any atheist who's out there who thinks they can back up this claim, please do so. I challenge you. Because again, I don't think I'm a detriment to my society any more than you are. I think I'm a positive to it. Because I'm working, I pay taxes, and I do a lot of things. So how am I a negative? The fact that I'm a good person, the fact you're all a good person, that's called social cohesion. That we can both think different things and think each other's wrong without being arses to each other. Now that's something, Joe, you need to really think about. Anyway, Joe, I look forward to this, and yes, I'll debate you anytime, anywhere, as long as I'm not working, as long as you're not working. We can come to a clear time, and yes, this is a proper challenge. And you will, and I know for a fact that you won't take it up because I'm not a big enough user for you. But I do want you to think about this, Joe. and it's this. The fact is that this is the second time I've challenged you to debate and you've marched out. You said that you were going to do a video towards people about the whole mental illness and psychology did, and you never actually did. No, you decided to bitch about me on your little Vol on TV thing. I wonder if you're going to bitch about me again. Because you won't discuss with me. Because you know you'll lose. Because I know that nobody can because without sounding like a bigot, there's no way you can justify your opinion. There doesn't like factual evidence that actually backs up what you're saying. And that's what I'm asking for. And on another note, and I wish I really didn't have to do this, but I do. David Witham. David, why did you have to publish that article? It was horrendous. I mean, I'm going to be doing a hangout tomorrow about it. If you don't know about it, I'll leave it down below. But David, why did you have to publish that? That was horrible. This is why people like Joe exist, because of articles like that. You know, that gets in the way of us actually understanding and, you know, cohesively getting along with each other despite our differences. You know, it's ideas like that, or like they should be in prison, or they should be arrested, or whatever. That gets in the way. Anyway, this has been Phoneybeetlemaniacxs, Phoney dreams make a true out.